Hi guys, we are live now. If you can hear me clearly and if everything is perfect, just give me a thumbs up in chat so that we can start this session. And make sure you guys share this session with all your groups and the friends whom you think that this session would be beneficial for them. So yeah, guys, quickly we'll start this session in few minutes. Let some more people to join the session. Good evening, Aditya. We'll be starting the session in few. Let other participants to join the session and then we'll start the session. We'll wait for only few more. Till then, you can ask a question in chat if you have any question in case, right? Yeah, Aditya, do you have any question? If you have any question, you can ask. We'll be starting in few. We'll be starting in a minute. Yeah. Yes, guys. All right, guys. So we are starting now. So yesterday we saw some of the elements, right, of HTML, and those elements were anchor tag, anchor tag, image tag, image tag, right? And previously we saw the heading tag, which is h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, and h6. These all are what? These all are what? These all are heading tag. We also see paragraph tag, which we call a p tag. Guys, I would say you guys sit with your with notebook and pen so that you could take the note of the session, because if you want, then after the session you are going to forget some of the thing, and if you would have the note with yourself, you can revise those things, and when you are practicing, if you are forgetting something, you just have to see the note, not the entire session, right? So make sure you are taking the note, and guys, please be little bit responsive and share the session with all your friends uh, whom you think this session would be beneficial. All right. Then we also saw some more tag strong tag, which is usually used to make the text strong. And then we also see the italic tag. Then we also see the embedded em tag, right? Now we'll be starting with some more. We'll be starting with some more things, right? Yesterday, when we were understanding the anchor tag, the syntax of anchor tag is nothing but firstly we start the opening angle bracket, then we write the name of the tag, and then we have the attribute, some of the attribute, and the attribute is written when we are starting the tag, right? So for anchor tag we have two mostly attribute that we use. One is href, and another one is target. href used to used to give the link to the anchor tag, and target is used to use for like if you want to, let's say if someone click on your anchor tag and you want that link has to open in new tab, then you can use target, and the value of target would be blank, right? Yes. So anchor tag, and then we have href attribute, right? And the value of href attribute is nothing but the link where you want to send your user, okay? And then we have the target attribute. In target attribute, the value of that we provide is the underscore blank. And with this, if user click on your link, user will that link will be opened in new tab in user browser, okay? Okay. And then you write the content where you specify about the link, and then you close the anchor tag, right? Guys, I already have told you that these attributes are nothing. These attributes are nothing but the additional property, additional property of an element, or you can say the tag. ठीक है, additional property, right? These attributes are nothing but an additional property which tells little bit more about the tags or the element, you can say. Okay, now these were like these href and target. These attributes are tag specific, right? And when we talk about the img tag, then in that case we have what? We have src attribute. Where we give the value as the path of the image that we want to display. And then we have another attribute for width, right? And then we have height. Okay, okay guys, and this image tag does not have any closing tag. Okay, so make sure you understand this. Now we are going to understand some general purpose of attribute. Now what is this general purpose of attribute? This general purpose of attribute is nothing but you will understood this. Let's learn this first. General purpose attribute. What are these attributes? The very first attribute that we are going to understand this is the id attribute. What is id? What is like this id attribute? This attribute is nothing but let's say I'm having two paragraph tag. One is over here, right, and I write something to this paragraph, and another one is over here. If at any point if I have to get the content of any like this paragraph attribute, how would I get? Like when you will be learning the css and javascript, you would better understand this id attribute, but for now you can think it like this attribute is used to give the unique name to elements. So this is the paragraph element, and if I have to give some unique name to it, I can assign it a id attribute to like let me write it down for you. One second. Use to give unique name of elements, right? And how do we write the id attribute or inside any elements or the tag? It's very simple. The syntax is as usual that before like as you were using the other attribute like href, source. So to use the id, you don't have to do anything. If you want to use id in paragraph element, you just have to do the same. And you know that attributes, good evening Kriti, good evening, id attributes is written when we are starting the tag. So you don't have to do anything, you just have to write the id, and you have to give the name. In value you will be giving the name, just like you can say paragraph 1. Okay, and you enclose the double quote. Okay, and then you use the closing angle bracket, and then you write your paragraph content, and then you close the paragraph tag. Is that clear, guys? Now with this id of paragraph tag, you will be access this element. You will be able to access this element when you will be writing some css, or you can say when you will be adding some functionality to this paragraph using javascript. So for now you can think it like id attributes is used to give the unique name to any elements, right? Okay guys, is that clear? Now the another general class. This attribute works same as id, but the difference is id used to give the unique name, and class used to give non-unique name. Guys, think of a scenario. You have two paragraph tag, and there is something common in both of these paragraph tag. So if you are giving id, if you are giving some id to this paragraph tag, and if you are giving some id to this paragraph tag, so you know that ids are unique. So if any changes you have to do on any of these element, you have to do on both of the id. But what if you assign a class name? What if you assign a class name? Then with the help of that, if you just change, if you make the change at one's place, that change will be reflected in both these paragraph. Like all the basically element whomever have the same class. Okay, and the syntax is very simple. You just have to write start the p tag and write the class attribute, and then you have to give the value, the name that you want to give for this paragraph attribute, paragraph tag. Then you write your paragraph tag and then you close the paragraph tag. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear, guys? All right, guys, let's move ahead. Now some of you guys would be thinking, this id attribute used for used to give unique name to elements, and this class attribute used to give non-unique name to elements, right? So guys, id attribute can like you might be having this question. So let's say I am having this paragraph tag and I am giving this id as like let's say developer. Okay, developer, and then you write some content or the paragraph content, and then you close the paragraph tag, and you again give a class attribute to another paragraph tag, and you write the same value to the class that you have used in another paragraph tag for the id attribute, the same developer. So is that right? You might have this question. So guys, this is right. You can repeat the value of id in class. If you can repeat the value of id in class, this is absolutely correct. Okay guys, so these were some of the theory which you like had to understood. Okay, now let's move ahead and talk little more about some tags. Okay, we already have understood heading tag. Okay, we have understood paragraph tag. Okay, img tag and this anchor tag. Now we are going to learn some more tag. Let's do these things in our Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's do this thing in our Visual Studio Code. Actually, today we'll be using the online code editor, CodePen. This is a website where you can write your HTML content. This is the website where you can write your HTML content, and you will get the result that you write for. Okay. So you don't have to do anything. You just have to come over here, codepen.io. Okay, and when you will come over this website, there is an option to sign up and log in. If you have account, you can log in, and if you do not have any account, you can sign up. And then after that, the benefit of logging in is that whatever thing that you will be doing, you can share those things with like let's say I'm going to write like you just have to click on this start coding button, and then the editor will open. Now whatever you want to write, you can write it over here. Okay, you can write it over here. And the benefit of logged in is that whatever work you will do over here, whatever work you will be doing over here, a unique link to that project will be created. Okay, if you are logged in. Currently I'm not logged in, so like this link is as for the edit for the editor, but if I would have been logged in, I would have the unique link, and that I would have shared with other person. Okay, let's say I created a project and I want to share with my friends or anyone. So I just have to copy the link and I will be able to share. If anyone open that link, they can see my work. Okay, they can see my work. Okay, so you have this HTML, CSS and JavaScript obviously, but today we will be only writing the HTML, and this is the last class you can think of for the HTML. And I'll be assigning you a project at the end of the session, so make sure you guys attend this session very attentively. Okay, and I'll be actually I will be understanding you, I'll be discussing about the project at the end. Okay, so let's just go ahead and write the HTML content. Okay, so again I told you that like over here this HTML editor already have the boilerplate code inside it, so you don't have to write the boilerplate code. But if you are writing the HTML content, HTML code in some code editor, then make sure you use the boilerplate code. But I'm not going to use it over here because the boilerplate code is already inserted, which is not showing over here. So the only thing that I have to do now is that I have to write the code. Okay, I do not have to worry for the boilerplate code. But if you are doing writing HTML content, HTML code, then make sure you insert the boilerplate code, and then inside the boilerplate code you write the HTML code. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? I think it is clear, guys. Okay, so let's write a h1 tag. Actually over here you would not be having the autocomplete things, so you have to write everything on your own. Heading 1, and then you have to close it, h1. Okay, guys, then we have paragraph tag. So for paragraph tag I'll use this I am paragraph. Okay, guys, you have to enclose it. Actually I'm doing it over here because so that you understand it things better in a better way, and you guys can do things on your Visual Studio Code as well. If you do things over here, like things would be more clear to you, as initially I would say for 1 or 2 days you can practice over here, so that you do not have to because you would not have the recommendation. Okay, in Visual Studio Code you just write P and paragraph tag would automatically be written. Okay, but over here there is not that condition. Okay, then we understood anchor tag. So for anchor tag we start A, and then we write the href attribute. Let's say if I don't want to give anything to this href attribute, what can I write? You just have to write the hash. A hash is defined as the null things. Okay, so if any time while doing coding, if you have to assign null link to href attribute, okay, you can just assign as a hash. Okay, and it's optional that you use the target attribute, so I'm not going to use target attribute over here. I am anchor. Okay, and then I'll enclose it. Okay, guys, hope you guys would be able to understand all of these things. Okay, let's move ahead, guys. If you would see this heading elements, I written the first this h1 element. Okay, and this h1 element took the entire the width of this entire line. Okay, and when I write the paragraph tag, then this paragraph tag also took the entire basically a space of a line. Okay, whatever line if okay. Now let's understand little more. Like let's copy this paragraph tag. Let's copy this paragraph tag and put it below. Okay, guys. Yeah. Is that clear, guys? For now, is this clear, guys? Do you guys have any question over here? by any chance let's say if I want to put a line break, if I want to put a line break after the m I am paragraph, and then I want to then I'll give another sentence dot uh, I want to learn full stack development. Okay guys, now if you would see that a sentence which I write after I am paragraph, that is continued in the same line, because I'll make you understand this in a more clear way as we move ahead. But what if I want a line break after I am paragraph, so to add a line break, we have another tag which we call a br tag. br tag. So what will happen with this br tag? That we will have a line break. This after this I am paragraph, we will have a line break, and the whatever content is after that, that will be being displayed in a new line after that. Okay, and if you would see, this br tag does not have any closing tag. Okay, this br tag does not have a closing tag. So make sure you guys are making the notes, so that when you are when you will be practicing things, you do not have to confuse, okay, what was that, to which tag we use to add a line break. Okay guys, is that clear guys? Good guys, good. All right guys, let's say I write something more after this. I want to learn latest full stack framework of full stack development framework, you can say full stack development framework. Now if you guys see that again that text is continued, again that text is being continued in the same line. But what if I want to add a line break? But this time we do not only want a line break, we want that line break to be displayed over here. So for that you can use the horizontal line break attribute, which we the syntax of it is hr. With this what will happen, you will be having a horizontal line break, and that a horizontal line will be displayed. Okay, is that clear, right? So if you want to add a horizontal line in between any of the content, you just have to write the hr tag, and that line break, that horizontal line will be displayed there. Is that clear guys? I think it is clear. Now if you guys would see, we are using br and the hr tag inside the paragraph tag. Is that right? To use a tag, or you can say a tag inside a tag, is that correct by convention? Obviously it's correct. You can nest the elements, nesting of elements is nothing but if when you are writing one element inside the another element, then this whole things we call a nesting. So nesting is nothing, let's say I have a tag 1, and the closing of this is over here, tag 1. If I want to use another element inside this tag 1, what I can do, I will use the tag of that element, let's say tag 2 and tag 2, closing, obviously closing. Now if I want to use another tag inside another element inside the tag 2 of this element, okay, what I can do, I will simply like use the tag inside the tag 2, okay, tag 3 and then tag 3 and so on. You can nest as many on as many layer as you need. Okay, is that clear guys? Is that clear? I hope it would be clear to all of you guys. Alright guys. Then we have some more tag that we'll not be discussing, but if you guys want, I'll include those all those things in notes that you guys will get in your respective WhatsApp group that you are in. Okay. And okay guys, all right, let's understand something more. Let's say I have this paragraph tag. And inside this paragraph tag, I want to write 10 raised to power 2. 10 raised to power 2. How would I write it? So if you want to put something on power, we have the attribute for that, and that attribute is nothing but sub attribute. Sub element. Okay. And if I'll do it over here, then you will see that thing would display on top of the 10. Yeah. Guys, can you see it? That 2 is now on the power of 10. So if anytime, if you are working on some mathematical project, and you have to write the power of any number, so to add the power, you can use this sub attribute, sub tag. Okay. What if I have to write something to the base of a number? It's very simple again. So to add numbers into the base, you can use the sub tag. Sub tag is nothing. It's very simple. You start the sub tag and you close it. Okay guys, and the things that you will write in over here, that will be displayed below. Alright guys. Yeah, I think it is it may be clear to you. Yes guys. Got it. Good. Let's move ahead. Now we are going to understood list tag. This is again very important, so please be very attentive. List, we generally have three type of list. Type of it, firstly understood type of it. We generally have three type of list. One is ordered list. You are going to connect all of these lists with the real life that you regularly use when it comes to listing something. First one is ordered list, and second one is description list. And the third one is unordered list. Okay. Now what is ordered list and why do we use it? If I have to show something in some order, then at that point we use the ordered list. Is that clear guys? Now description list is something which is not very important, so we are not going to discuss it over here. Again, the next list is our unordered list, and actually in programming you are only going to have the use of this ordered list and this unordered list. So leave it this description list for now. Okay. Alright guys. And why we use this unordered list? As the name suggests, if I have to say something which is not ordered, okay, which is not in any order, then we use this unordered list. Okay, so you can write use to show things in steps or order. And if something is not surely ordered or in a step, then you can use the unordered list. Okay, are able to understand? Give me a thumbs up in chat. And if you guys have any question related to anything, you can just put that in chat, and I'll be clearing all your doubt. Guys, is this clear? Okay, I think it's clear. Let's understood firstly ordered list. So let's give a comment over here first. Order list, ordered list. Now I'm not writing this text in any tag, but still this text is being displayed as the part of HTML. Okay, so what I can do is that I can give a comment over here. To give a comment, what we do, we start the angle bracket, and then we have the exclamation mark, and then we have hyphen. Okay, uh, then we write the content that we want to be commented, and then again you do the same thing. Okay, this is the you can say the syntax for commenting something. Yes guys, is that clear? So now you can if I put this order list inside this comment syntax, then that thing would not be passed by the browser to display. Okay, now understand this ordered list. So the syntax of order list is very simple. Syntax of order list is very simple. Firstly, you write the start the order list tag. And what is the list, what is the name of order list tag? It is nothing but ol, order list. And if you start it, you have to close it, okay? So ol. Okay guys, now you have started this ordered list tag, and inside the order list tag, obviously you will be listing something, the thing that you want to list. Okay, to list something we use li tag. The name of the list tag is li. So firstly, to give it list something, firstly I'll start the list li tag, and if I'll close it, and in between the opening tag and closing tag, whatever I will write, that will be displayed over here. Okay, so on top let me give it a heading as h3, ordered list, h3. Guys, and then on first we have what can we say first, and in the same way, as many list tag we want to give add on this order list, inside the order list we can add. Okay, so again this is not again first, this is second now, and this is third. Alright guys, if you would see the list is being displayed in a number. This one is first, this one is second, and this one is third, right? But this was the syntax for the what order list. And let me break it down for you, let me make you understand, if you, for those who didn't have understood this, okay guys. Let me enlarge it, okay, yeah. In this, firstly we have this ordered list. This is what ordered list, and this li is what, this is ordered list element, and then this is a list element, this is the list element. Okay, and the tag of list element is nothing but li, and the tag of the order list is nothing but ol. Okay, I think this was very easy, guys. Okay, now we are going to understand unordered list. Unordered list is very same, so I am going to copy the whole thing, and in heading I am going to write unordered list. Okay guys, now the syntax for unordered list is nothing but ul, unordered list. And for this for the list that we are going to insert inside the unordered list, we have the same syntax for the list, obviously. If okay, and if you would see in order list, we have the bullet points, right? We have the bullet point. Is that clear guys? Yes guys. Now in ordered list, if at any time now we are having order in number, but if you want the order in alphabets, there might be a situation when you want some like order to be in, A B C D, alphabets. So what you can do for that case, you can use the type attribute. Again, the attributes are the additional property for an element. So you just don't have to do anything. If you want the order to be in capital alphabet, uppercase, you just have to write the uppercase of A. And now if you would see, the order has been changed in ABC. Now what if I want in small? What if I want in a small? You don't have to do anything, you just have to write a small a. Things would have in a small. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Hope you guys would have understood this. Hope you guys would have understood this. And if you guys have any question, yeah. And now if you want order to be in Roman number, you can use the I. And now I have used the small I, so it is on a small I. Now let me put it over here, 3 over here. Let's put another list, and let's see it works or not. Okay guys, it is working. The syntax is correct, the value of the type attribute is correct. You can see Roman I have 4 as Roman, I have in Roman I have IV. If I want it in capital, so I can assign a value to the type attribute as capital I, and then you will see. Okay guys. Alright guys, so I think you would have understood this order list and unordered list. Now if I want to let's understand a little bit advanced. If I have to nest the listing, okay, nesting of list, you can say nesting of list, nesting of lists, nesting of lists. How do we nest? As the previously I have explained you, if you have to nest something, you don't have to do anything. You can write in as many elements inside any elements. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a menu. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a menu. So actually I'm not really have the enough content in my mind for what things I am going to create a menu. So let me prepare a menu for a restaurant. Okay, let me prepare a menu for a restaurant. Okay, or let's prepare a menu for for front end and back end. Okay, yeah, that would be more things more beneficial for us, because we are learning the full stack. Okay, we are full stack engineer, guys. Okay, let me put it inside the H2. Again, you can use H3 as well. This is not so really important. Nesting of list, H3. Now we are going to do nesting of 8. Okay, so firstly I'm going to have the UL. I'm going to have the, not really UL, but you see in full stack we generally have two things. One is front end and another is back end. So I'm going to take the same thing. Firstly I'll use the OL for the ordered. Sorry guys, sorry for this syntax error. Yeah. And I'm going to close it, OL. Okay, and inside this OL, firstly I'll have a list as which will say which will write the things which is used in front end, okay, so front end. Okay, front end. Is that clear, guys? And then we'll have the list for backend. It's simple, guys. Back end. Till I close the tag. Now we are going to write the things which is used in obviously front end. Clear guys? So to write the things we are going to use UL, unordered list, UL. Okay guys, again, if you guys have any problem in to understand any of the concept, you can write those things in chat, and I'll be more than happy to answer all your doubts. Okay, okay guys. So the very first thing that we use in front end is the HTML that we are learning now, right? HTML. So firstly we'll write HTML. Now you see that is being nested now. Okay, that is being nested now. Now what I want is that I want some line, little more gap between this front end and back. So what I can do is that I can use the BR tag. I can use the BR tag. I can use the BR tag. Now you see I have little more space. I have little more space, right? Now if I want little more space between the front end and the component of the front end, we can also use BR tag over there as well, but it's okay. Let me use it. Let me use it. Guys, do things on your own. This way you will be able to learn things more clearly, and take the help of this session. And please attend the all the session very attentively, because things are really important. If you do not, if you miss any of the thing, you would not be able to understand the concept of full stack. Okay. So firstly we use HTML, then we have CSS, then we have JavaScript. Okay guys, firstly we use HTML, CSS and JavaScript. This is nesting of list. Firstly we started the order list, and inside the order list we have list tag, and inside the list tag we have unordered list, and inside the unordered list we again have list tags. Okay, so this is nothing but the nesting. When we are using one element inside the another element, then this thing we call the nesting of element. Is that clear guys? Is that clear? Again, we have some frameworks that we use for the front end, but we are not going to get into that. Okay, okay guys, let me copy it and paste it below to the backend list. Okay, in backend what we can use, we'll be using PHP as a scripting language. Okay, so for this bootcamp we'll be using PHP, and for database we'll be using MySQL. Okay, so yeah, this was nesting. If you guys have any more question, you can ask. Ansha, screen is not clear. Guys, can't you see the screen? Guys, can't you see the screen? Can you see now? Yes, Shiv Mangal, good evening. Is this clear now, guys? Is this clear now, guys? Alright guys, now let's understand little more. Now let's understand little more. We already have seen the image element. Now let's understand now video element. If at any point if I have to add a video to my website, how will I add if I would not have the video element? So guys, video element. Hope you guys would have understood the image element and its syntax. It's very simple. It is just like the normal WhatsApp message. You can think it like, yeah, yes guys, these are nothing. You only have to practice, and these tags and the attributes would automatically be in your mind when you will be working on any project. Okay. So for video element, how do we start the video element? It's very simple. We start the angle bracket, opening angle bracket, and then we write the name of video tag. Okay, video element. We write the tag of video element, and we have some more attribute for this video element. The very first one is src. The very first one is src. Again, in src we put the path of the video that we want to be displayed. Okay, again in src we put the path of the video that we want to be displayed on website, and again we have the same width and height. Width, where we give the value whatever width I want to have. Let's say I want to have 100 pixel, so I'll give it 100 pixel. Now again you have height attribute. Sorry, I don't have to write the attribute over here because I have to assign the value. So I'll assign a value to it. Okay, so this src attribute, then we have width attribute, then we have height attribute. src attribute is for the specifying the path of the video that you want to display on your website, and this width attribute is for the video width, and this height attribute is for the video height. Is that clear, guys? Okay, now we have some more attribute, and into those attribute, firstly we have controls. You don't, and the best this control attribute does not have any value. This control attribute does not have any value. You just have to write it. Okay, and after writing this control attribute inside your video element, what you will have the buttons like play and pause, volume increase and decrease, everything with this control attribute. So if you want to display buttons, to display buttons like play and pause, like play pause, then and volumes, right? Then you use this control attribute. You don't have to do anything, you just have to use the control attribute. And this src is for the location. Let me write it down for you so that you guys, you can take this screenshot if you are not watching this session with pen and paper, right? And this width is for the size. Okay, width and height. This is also for the size, height. Okay, then we have some more. If you want your video when your video ends, it should again automatically start from the beginning. So for that you can use the loop attribute. What loop will do, when your video will end, okay, when your video will end, it will automatically start. It will start automatically. Is that clear, guys? Now we have another attribute which is muted. If you want your video to be start as muted, like the volume has to be mute, then you can use this muted attribute. Okay, guys? And then we have another thing that we call a thumbnail. Okay, so if you want some thumbnail to be there on your video, then you can use the poster attribute. And in poster attribute, again you give the image link. Okay, you give the image link that you want to be displayed as a thumbnail. Okay, as a thumbnail. This is for thumbnail. Today we have very high fever, so cannot join class today. It's okay, Shiv Mangal. Take care of yourself, and you can watch this session recorded. It will be available there on YouTube. Yes. Yeah. Take care, guys. Take care, Shiv Mangal. Okay, let's write a code for the video element. Okay, guys. Let me do the things on CodePen only. So what I am going to do is that I am going to give it a line break first. Line break means hr tag. hr tag. With hr tag, what will I have? I'll have a line break, and then let me put again a line break so that I could get little more space. Yeah, yes guys, can you see it? I have a little space below to the hr line break. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write the video element. Okay, see, in video, firstly you have the src attribute. And in src attribute you put the link of the video that you want to display it over here. So for the video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to visit the YouTube. If you have some videos in your local file, you can give it a path, whether it is a relative path or a absolute path. Guys, I'll be explaining you more about the urls, that how do you really define the urls. Okay, I'll be talking about that. So firstly, let me go to the YouTube, because I'm working on online editor. So of course I cannot use the local files. Okay guys, let me visit our YouTube. It's loading, guys. Yes, yes. Let me use this today's session link. All right guys, not today's session but another session link. Let me use this link. Okay guys, so what I have to do now, I just have to put that link to the src attribute. Okay, actually I don't think, yeah guys, is that clear? Guys? Then we have width as 100 pixel. Let me close it. Actually, the code pen is lagging. Guys, I think video src. Let me give it some height. So it, okay guys, do you have any problem till here? Guys, do you have any problem till here? Guys, is this clear to you all? Sorry for the loose internet connection. Guys, let me make you understand this video at video in I think 1 second, guys. I didn't got the exact link. 1 second. Let me use it on my Visual Studio Code. Let me use all the entire code on my Visual Studio Code. Visual Studio. What I can do is that I can just simply put below to it, and if I will start the go live button, then you will see, yeah, yes, guys, can you see it, all the thing over here? Now I cannot I'm not getting the source of this YouTube video file. So if at any point, if you guys have any problem to understand any of the thing, you just have to visit this MDN website. This is again the developer guide for provided by the Mozilla. Okay, and you can take the help of that. Okay, now here I am having another thing is that when you try to share any YouTube video, you will get this option embed. You will get this option embed. Let me make you understand this first, and then we'll understand the video tag. I think you would have understood the video element and the attribute that we use in video attribute, video element. And for different attribute, we have different role. Every attribute has different role. So if you will just click on this embed, then the entire code will come. Then this entire code will come. Okay, and if you would see this entire code is having I started with iframe. This started with iframe. So this is nothing but a iframe tag. This is nothing but a iframe tag. When you have to display some other website on your website, okay, if you want to display some other pages on your pages, okay, then in that case you can use the iframe tag. You can use the iframe tag. Okay, or let's say you have to display a PDF, then again in that case you can use the iframe. So let me copy the copy and paste it over here, and if I will save it, and if I will visit my page, then you would see like the page is refreshing now. Let me check it once why it didn't displayed. Mm-mm-mm. 1 second, guys. I have displayed the src, like this source attribute. Let me debug it. Oh, sorry, guys, actually we didn't have closed this video tag. We had to close the video tag as well, because video tag have the closing tag. You don't have to write anything to the video tag, and if I close it, you will see this is now this video is from where I have this video. Let me do the same on CodePen. Let me do the same on CodePen. If I will close the video tag, let me go to the select mode, and let me select this video. Let me select this video, and again this code is entirely generated by the there are some code which is generated by the live server, so you don't have to get into that. This player button, video, alright guys, I don't have to get into that. I just have to like visit there and then be this video. Again, this video is very small, which is showing over here. So let me put some more attribute to it. Let me put some more attribute to it so that it can be visible also. Okay, controls loop muted. And if you guys would see, then I'm getting the controls just by let me show it to you on code pen. Let me show it to you on code pen. If I will use controls attribute, controls attribute, then you would see I'll be getting the control for this video. Okay, and if I will use muted, if I will use muted, and if, it will automatically be saved. Actually, the video is not visible over here. Let me blank the src. Let me, if I want to blank, I just have to put the hash. Guys, can you am I clearly audible? Some people are saying I'm not clearly audible. Guys, can you hear me clearly? Yes, perfect. And if I have to put any poster or you can say the thumbnail, then you can like mention that over here. Let's say I just want a image. I just want an image. So I'll go to the Google. Let me get a image link from Google. Let me take it. Like this entire link is coming up. Let me try. Let me give it a try, and then if you guys could see, I got the image over here. I got the image over here. Why? Because this poster creates the thumbnail for the video. This poster creates the thumbnail for the video. Is that clear, guys? If this is clear, give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me a thumbs up so that we could go ahead. Actually, there are a lot to learn. So I thought like we'll be having a class yesterday, tomorrow as well. Tomorrow is Saturday, but again to cover the things like in more details and more descriptive way, we'll have a class tomorrow as well. Alright, guys, is this clear? So today we understood let me take you to the Visual Studio Code. Yes, iframe tag has the same thing. Let's say I want to display Google. Okay, on my website, on my page. Actually, I want to display Google. Below to this image. What I can do is that I can use the iframe tag. And in src attribute, I'll give the entire Google link, google.com, and here I'll have the link. So I'll copy it and I'll paste it to the src, and if you will see, I will have, actually the embedding of Google is not allowed. So let me try. Actually it is saying www.google.com refused to connect. So let me try something, some else website. Let me try some else website. Let's use Amazon. Amazon would not also they would also have restricted. Yeah, if yeah, it has also restriction. Let's use Flipkart, and whether it is available or not, it again refused to connect. Flipkart.com. It's okay, guys. if you want some other application to be displayed on your application, then you need to have some permissions. But with this iframe element, you can display any websites or any things on your own website. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Is that clear, guys? I think it would have be clear to you guys. Now let's move ahead. Let's move ahead and cover some more. Cover some more. Let's move ahead and cover some more. Let's understand table element. Let's understand table element, because today we have to complete the HTML so that you could do the project table. If you are serious, definitely you will be in the session, and those people who is not so serious, they won't be. So we are not here for the unserious people. We are here for the serious people who really want to learn the full stack concept of full stack and want to excel in their career, right? Table element. Table element. So sorry guys, I just click Control S, so that's why, that's the reason. So table element is nothing. It has everything like very simple. Let me make you understand on board. So table element, table element. So again, if you want to create a table, again firstly you have to start a table element tag, which is table. So you will start table and you will enclose it. You will enclose it table. Now inside the table element, we generally have two thing. First is the table heading. You would have seen when you have a table, firstly you have a table heading. First you have a table heading like serial number, no, roll number, sorry, yeah, roll number. Then you have name and up so on, and below to it you have the body, which you say the content. Let's say serial number 1, roll number 1, name Bittu, yeah. Then you have serial number 2, roll number 2, name Aftab, right? And so on and so on. You can like have more. So we understood we have two things in like table. Firstly we have the table heading, table heading, and the table body. This was the table heading and this is the table body, where you write the actual content of table, actual content of table. And when you see, when you look onto into this table very carefully, you will get again apart from this table heading and table body, you have two other things. One is your table row, table row. You must be knowing the table row. The row is nothing but the this horizontal line, this horizontal line, this space, this box, horizontal box is called the row, and this horizontal this vertical box is called as the column. So this is again what? Table column, table column. Let's understand this in code. Let's understand this in code. Firstly, start the table tag to create a table, and then as I said, we have two components to inside the table. Firstly, we have the table head, and what is the tag for the table head? We have t head, t head, t head, and inside the table head, inside the table t head, we have to write the heading. We have to write the heading. So what is the tag for heading? It is th. It is th. So I'll use sn th. I'll use roll number, and obviously I'll have to close the th tag as well. So th tag, and then I'll have table head name, name. Is that clear, guys? If you guys are able to understand everything, give me a thumbs up. But if any time if you guys are having lacking somewhere, let me know. Just, is that clear to you all, guys? Are you able to understand everything? Yes, guys. We have table tag closed, And obviously I'm done with the heading. So again I have started this t head, so I have to close it. So I'll close it, t head. Okay, now I'll have the table body. So what is the tag for table body? It is t body, okay guys. And if I'm starting it, if I'm opening it, I have to close it. So guys, let me show it to you on code editor only. Let me show you to on code editor only, so that you would understand in a little bit more clear way. So to create a table, firstly you create a table tag. Firstly start the opening of table tag, and then you close it, because each tag who have the closing tag, that has to be closed, guys. And inside the table element, we have two component. One is table head, and the tag for table head is nothing but t head. So I have opened it, so I have to close it as well, t head. Alright guys. And as I told you, on the table head we write the head of the heading part of the table. So for to write the heading part, what I will do is that firstly this heading would be in a row, obviously. This heading will be in a row. So firstly I have to write the table row table row tag. Firstly I have to create a row, and then inside the row I have to add the heading. So to create a row, what I will do is that I will write the tag for table row, which is tr, and then I'll close it, and inside the table row I will have the headings of the table. What is the tag for the table heading? Table heads, th. It is nothing, th. I'll write the content for th. I'll close it, okay guys. And in a similar way, in a similar fashion, I'll have uh, roll number and then the name. Firstly I'll have roll number, and then I'll have name. Alright guys, can you see it? I'm having, firstly I'm having sn, then I am having roll number, and then I'm having name. Actually guys, we will be making these things beautiful uh, with the help of css. Okay, alright guys. Okay, so let's move ahead and do the table body part. So for body t, we have t body. T body has to be closed because it has started, it has opened. T body, okay, T body. Okay, and inside the body I'll have two or three instances. You can do as many write as many content as you want. So firstly you have I'll have to write in a row, so I'll open a tr tag, which is of course for the table row. Okay, and inside the table row I'll have the table data. Obviously data is going to be for the serial number. First you have to write the data according to your table heading. So firstly you have the serial number, so you will write serial number. So for to enter the data, you have another element which you say table data element, and the syntax for it is, and the tag of table data is nothing but td. It's very simple, td. So for first serial number, I am going to have the first serial number as, then I have to close the td, which is table data element, and then again I will have some more. You can see it over here below to the sn. I have one, and then I will have. Let me copy the above content to. Actually, I'm not able to access the shortcuts of code editors because this is online code editor. So firstly I'll have a first roll number, and then I'll have Bittu. Okay. Now this was the first first row. This was the first roll number, first serial number, first roll number, and first the name of in first record is Bittu. What if I want another row? So if you want another row, you will have to data to it. So serial number 2, roll number 2, and this time I have Aftab. guys, if you will see, you have this data: roll number 1, serial number 1, roll number 1, Bittu, and serial number 2, roll number 2, and you have Aftab. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? Actually, we will be making our table more stylish when we learning the CSS. When we learning the CSS, alright, guys, are you able to understand everything? Alright. So I explained you that we generally have two like part of a table. One is table heading, another one is table body. Again, we can also, in some case, we could also have the table footer, table footer, table footer. Okay. Actually, let me give you the example to it. Sometime you have a table for a bill. So on top you have the serial number and everything that you have, and then in between you have the table body, that how much things you have like collected and how much. Let's say let's take the example of your mark sheet. Let's take the example of your mark sheet. Firstly, you have the everything, like the what is the assigned full marks, passing marks, everything, and then at the end you have total. This total can be considered as the table footer, table footer. And what is the syntax for table footer? T foot. Okay, it is nothing but T foot. Yeah, if you would have guessed, it is T foot. T foot. T foot. And again, if you want your total to be displayed in little more, sometimes we want total to be displayed in more, bold form. So what you can do is that you can use the th, because th, creates makes make your text bold. Okay, so you can use th as total students. Th. Alright, guys. Total students, and if you want to put it, okay, what I will do is that, sorry guys, yeah, th, we have total student 2 over here. So guys, see, if you would see that total, after total student, this 2 is coming below to this roll number, but I want this 2 to be coming at the end. So for that we have some attribute, we have some other attribute, and that attribute is nothing but the like you can say it a span attribute. Okay, a span attribute. So this attribute that I'm going to use over here, that will be on column, so the attribute value would be call span. If you want to create a span, then in that case you can use the call span. Now I want to skip these two at like to the next, so I will use a call span as 2. So if I'll give this call span as value 2, then you will see that 2 has been come to the at the end of the like it has skipped 2 row. Okay, it has skipped 2 row, roll number and name. Okay, to give it some large value, you can give it as per the need. And similarly, as like, let me give you an example, okay, let me explain you in a more feasible way. It in a more feasible way. Let's say I'm having this table. I'm having this table. Okay, what like let's say this is serial number, this is again name, and this is roll. One name, you can say ABC, roll number 1, serial number 2, name XYZ, roll number 2. Total students, how many total students are there? There I'm having 3. So instead of taking these two, like writing 3 over here, if you write 3 below to into the name column, it would be okay, but it would not look appealing or attractive, or it would not look a structure. So to make things a structure, we use call span. If you have to give a skip, you have to give a span between a column, you can use this attribute. If I will assign it as 2, then the actual place of this 3 has to be over here. It will now goes to second place. Okay, if I will use 3, it will goes to the third place. Okay, it will goes to the third place. Is that clear, guys? Is that clear? I hope it would have been clear, guys. For the same, we have called row span. Alright, guys? Yes. So if let's say if I want something like this, oh sorry, if I want this whole the row number to ABC and XY is to be assigned a single value, what I can do is that I can use the row span. I can do a span and give it a single value 1. I can give it a single value 1. Okay. So to which row I'll have to give the, yes guys, yes, correct, clear, guys? Yeah. Do you guys have any problem to this? Do you guys have any problem to this? I think we have covered the table tag. Now let's move on to the very important concept of this session, and after this we'll wrap up the session. Semantic tag and non-semantic tag. Semantic tag and non-semantic tag. Non-semantic tag, guys. Which tags are called semantic tag and which tags are called non-semantic tag? Let's understand this in a very clear way, and then in the next class we will be able to create a project. Actually, today I'll assign you a project in the group in which you are in for this bootcamp. There you will get the PDF to create a project, and those guys who will create those project and submit the project, only those guys is going to get the what you can say, the certification. Okay, and it is absolutely fine if you are not able to do, but you have to give it a reason that why you were not able to do that. Okay, but of course you have to give it a try. Okay, so tags which clearly defines the content. Okay, so tags which clearly defines what should be the, let's say if I'm talking about this h1 tag, what you are getting in your mind, what would be there inside the h1 tag? Obviously heading. Can you think it? If I'm talking about this h1 tag, then what you are getting in your mind? In h1 tag, obviously there would be a heading, obviously. So the tags which defines what would be the content inside it. Okay, वैसे टैग जो हमें क्लियरली बताते हैं कि उसके अंदर क्या है, ठीक है, उन टैग्स को we call semantic tag. Alright guys, so now you tell me, what is paragraph tag? Semantic or non-semantic? Tell me in chat, guys. Submit. We'll have the link in. We'll be giving you the link in WhatsApp group. There you will have to submit the project. We'll be sharing what actually you have to make in WhatsApp group. At the end of the session, you will get that thing. Okay. And actually, before the wrapping of the session, I'll exactly be telling you what you have to make. Okay. Now tell me, is paragraph tag a semantic tag or a non-semantic tag? What do you think? Paragraph tag is a semantic tag or a non-semantic tag? Alright guys, what do you think? Paragraph tag is a semantic tag or a non-semantic tag? Alright guys, I'm waiting for the response. Semantic, semantic. Alright guys. Yes. Anyone else who wants to say non-semantic? No, because paragraph is a semantic tag, guys. When you say paragraph tag, what you get in your mind? Obviously, inside the paragraph tag, there would be a paragraph content. So paragraph tag is giving you the idea what would be inside of this tag, what type of content would be there, right? So again, those tag which gives you the idea of what type of content would be there inside the tag, those tags are considered a semantic tag. Now let's talk about this non-semantic tag. Let's talk about this non-semantic tag. So non-semantic tags are those tags which does not give you the idea what kind of content would be inside the tag. Okay, and we have like the the non-semantic tag as div tag. This is the opening tag of div tag, and this is the closing div tag. And inside of this div tag you can write anything. It is not like telling you that inside the div tag there should be heading or something. It is not giving you any any clarification that what should be inside the div tag. This is just a tag inside which you can write anything, you can give anything. Let's say if you want to put paragraph, if you want to add paragraph to the div tag, you can do that as many paragraph as you want, right? You can also have a h1 tag, you can also have h1 tag. So it is not defined what should be the content inside the div tag, what should be the content inside the div tag. And that is why div tag is what? Non semantic. Is that clear, guys? Div tag is not giving you the idea. This is like, you can think it like div is nothing but a container which is not giving you the idea what is there in container. And you can literally put anything inside the container. You can literally put anything inside the container. Clear, guys? Clear, guys? Actually, this thing will be understanding more when we'll be learning the CSS also. Okay. Then we have another non-semantic tag, which is a span tag. The syntax is very simple. You have to start the span tag, and inside the span tag you can write anything. Okay, and you have to close it. Okay. Again, this span tag is not giving you the idea that what should be there inside the span tag. Okay. So okay guys, I hope this thing would be clear to you all, and if it is clear, give me a thumbs up before we wrap up the session. If it is clear to you, give me a thumbs up, so that I can wrap up the session. And yes guys, how was the class? Did you guys have any feedback that we should like take into the consideration for the further session? Do you guys want to suggest something to make this boot camp little more engaging and worthy for you all, guys? Yes guys, I'm open for the feedback and ready to hear the like questions that you all guys are having. You can put all of those in chat, guys. Yes. So okay guys, I think none of you really have any doubt or any feedback, so let me wrap up the session. Hope you guys would have enjoyed the session, and we'll meet in the further session. Till the time, have a good day. So basically we'll have a good night. So good night guys.